Like, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise down and glory to. Shalom to Apostles, Great Millstone. Shalom to Oath Select. The brothers from GMS Cleveland Camp. Out here another week to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great and the salvation of the elect of Yasharallah. And somebody start with Ezekiel 33 and 33. And then we go from there, line up Revelation 13, 16. I got the numbers. Ezekiel. Because early this week, President doing videos on it. You had this video of this. It looked like a Jake. I don't know. He might have been terror, bro. But yeah, this Judite looking dude. Okay, who really had the mark of the beast, man. Okay, really had the implantable brain chip. Okay, you really see the incision still in his head. Okay, he's going into how he get his what they call the neural link and how he can interact with other electronics. Which again, get the Ezekiel first, by the way. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Exactly. Starting with those apostles, they've been to just relentlessly pushing Mark of the Beast as well as all the brothers on down in Great Millstone. That's what we're known for. Okay? Pushing prophecy and pushing specifically the last major prophecy has to happen before the time of Jacob. It was going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble, but the last major prophecy before our Lord Yahweh actually returns to the earth is the Lord allowed Esau Edom to in this Babylonian kingdom is going to be throughout all the world. Okay, it's pushed the mark of the beast, man. The MOTB. That's what we're about to get in Revelation 13. All right, this ain't nothing new. It's the same thing we're saying over and over and over and over again. And now it's here. Okay, it's literally saying it's only a matter of time for the next major crisis, the next major crisis, the next major event that takes place, like a 2020 example, the lockdowns. Okay, before it gets made mandatory, man. You see it. All right, you got over there in the UK area, you got these what's his name, man? Prince some whatever. Talking about he'll make sure everybody have a digital ID and a digital, digital identity. Okay, we see it, man. Like I said, but he literally, dude, Jake Lee got it. He's trying to advertise for other people to got it. I said, I don't know. He might have been terror to me, or maybe when you get a chip, like you got that soulless look on you. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, but literally, he looked like soulless, bro. Like he literally looked like not having a soul, but like he looked like he was like one all the way there. Like for brothers who seen the video, man. Okay, but he had people coming up to asking about it, describe all the different things he could do. He had access, unlock his car, different things. He called people and certain shit. He's thinking about it with the shit. These are those miracles, man. Actually, you know what? We're somebody go to Revelation 13. Start up and talk about those miracles. Can we see it, man? Like I said, it's obvious, evident. Again, it's crazy because again, the spirit been our elders apostles have been talk about it, bro. Before it was physically actually here. But say again, like I said, it's really miracles. He even said it. Brothers been saying for years that was going to be their talking point. Oh, this going to help the lame walk and the blind to see. That's what he was saying. So it help paraplegics, etc. Being able to help deaf people be able to hear. Okay, that's literally part of his talking point. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceive, 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Right, that's what he saw him did. Lord gave him the ability with these bombs, ultimately leading up to the atomic bombs. Now they got thermonuclear bombs, but when he dropped Hiroshima and Nagasaki, bro, nigga, nobody wanted to smoke what he saw, bro. All right? Which it introduced the Cold War, because everybody, you can't compete with that type of power. The only way you can compete with that is what? To make an even playing field by you getting it too. All right. Now most of them, that's why you had the arms race. Like I said, the Cold War, that was what it was all about. Okay. And then now you get the other nations that have these thermonuclear weapons as well, and they're going to be used in World War III. But continue on. Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. So you saw Edom is deceiving people by thinking he's sent and anointed by God, okay, by the Heavenly Father and His Son, because he has this technology, man. Like you even hear people say that. People think it's a miracle, and you saw his medical system, okay, that they can do surgeries and repair this and do that. Okay, people think that's a miracle, okay, but that's what he deceived them by the means of those miracles, man. All right, because we got to grab it, Noah. Okay, so we've been teaching about it. This ain't something new. We've been teaching about this. You go into the word miracles right there. It talks about transcending the common course of nature. Okay, things that man does to show that he's sent by God. That's what Esau even was doing. He's trying to pull an appearance like, yeah, I'm sent by God. I'm here to Which again, it's weird because at the same time, people will perceive him as being sent by the Most High, but he's really using this technology to say we don't need the Most High. Say I am God. Yeah, say he is God. He is the Most High. Okay, go ahead.
By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Sight of the beast in this infrastructure, this Babylon mystery, Babylon the Great. He had power to do it. The Lord gave him the power to do this. He didn't figure. I always go into this. He didn't figure this out on his own, man. All right. Shit. He didn't. You don't just find out. Water. You don't just find out about Adam and shit. How the fuck you find out about something you don't exist? Something that's so microscopic you can't even see it, man. Okay? He didn't find out all this on his own. He found this out because the Lord, through Satan, is dealing with this devil, man. Even the movie Oppenheimer, he was given certain visions, etc., on how he's going to create the atomic bomb, man. Okay? He was given this power, but Esau Edom, what does he do? He ascribes it to himself. He doesn't give the credit to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Okay, or even the false God that he calls on, God and Jesus, he don't even do that. He said, look at me, I'm so smart. This is what I did. Okay? It's like Nebuchadnezzar. He was super proud, man. So, through my might, through my hand, I put down the people because I'm a valiant man. You see? He was extremely proud. We go into the spirit, how he's reading book of Judith again. Like I said, when you go into like the first couple of chapters, when you when Nebuchadnezzar was talking, he was just proud, man. The whole world worship me like I'm the Most High. That's why the Lord had to humble that evil, man. Made that nigga like a game of. Okay, the Lord got different algorithms out here. He got programming on all. Again, that's why I say everything Esau tries to do, he's copying what the Most High already did, man. Okay, the Most High got Esau talk about programming software. The Lord got programming software. He got away with men thing. He got away with that women thing. He got away with animals, different types of animals, ants, everything interact and how they operate, man. Lord put the software of a beast inside of Nebuchadnezzar, had a nigga eating grass and shit on the ground, 3 things an animal for 7 fucking years, bro. I said, you understand why? When you go to his West, I was reading Judith, I was like, man, this dude's proud, bro. He wanted everybody to worship him. That's the same spirit Esau's in. So what do you think the Lord's gonna do to Esau this time? Esau's even worse. All right? Cause it's not just like in the ancient world, like Nebuchadnezzar was straight up, you nigga worship me as the God of heaven and earth. Esau, he actually has technology that has people wooed, man. All right? He got AI now. AI fucking talking, having a conversation and talking to you. Like I said, it's the like Elias Shimon broke down. It's the first time an idol can actually talk back to you. Like before, it's not just a statue that don't say shit no more. Yeah. That you just ascribe divinity to. Now it motherfucker actually can talk to you. You can answer. It's just like you could go to Google and plug in any question, they'll have an answer for you. What's this answer this math equation? What's this? Why does this animal do this? They give you all these different answers, man. So again, let's say it's expounding upon when it's talking about miracles he had due to the sight of the beast. That's what it's talking about. All right, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right. What was that talking about? It said that the beast that had a wound by the sword and did live. It's talking about what? The Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite. Okay, it fell. Okay, Jay came into power. Okay. The Western Roman Empire fell. The Holy Roman Empire came up. The Israelites ruled. Esau was driven away to the caves. We go into that history, man. And Job. Okay. That's why you had that with that period of 1,000 years. Esau caused the Dark Ages when the Judites ruled, and the Southern Kingdom was ruling over there in Europe and Rome, all them areas right there, man. Okay, that's what Esau caused the Dark Ages. He wasn't them powerful. That's why you have them just fishing the Moors, because the Moors were simply just Israelites who were following the Islam and Muslim shit. I really remember reading about that in the world. They literally have. We saw the bathtub struggling and shit, had to re-civilize this devil, because he was up in the caves for a couple of centuries. All right? But again, this devil, he teaches the opposite. He teaches you that civilization started with the Greeks. Okay, which is what? That was the first time the so-called white man, Esau Edom, ever came into world dominance. Okay? He teaches you, he civilized. He teaches the so-called white man civilized the world, which is bullshit. Like I said, literally, even I barely remember it. And even in one of his textbooks, literally that image. I really remember that specifically. Literally, the more that was washing Esau, had him. It was like a silver bathtub, and teach him how to wash up again. All right, but of course, he didn't go into that. He didn't go into that in his school system. You know.
And the irony when you just said civilization started with the Greek, you're not even the original Greeks.
Exactly.
The Japhites.
Exactly.
Goddamn devil. That's how you know the scriptures are true when they say that you are a fugitive and a vagabond.
Yep. He's the most proud.
Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And finish going back to finish on the last verse, because again, I said that Rome fell, and Rome came back to what? The Renaissance movement. Yeah, everybody heard about that. We learned that in school. Why is Esau, he placed so much he places so much emphasis in teaching you about the Greeks and the Romans, because again, that was the first time he came into world dominance. There was other nations of men been ruling before him. Again, contrary to what he teaches you, the so-called white man didn't always run the world. Like, this is recent history, all right? Yeah, plenty of other empires that came before him. Okay, the different Hermetic nations, the whole by so-called Chinese people is on top of one thing. Medes and the Persians, he doesn't go into extensive history about that. He don't teach you about that. The Syrians, okay, I said different Hermetic nations. All right, he don't teach you that, man. Okay, but what? Again, through that Renaissance, that rebirth, Esau even came back into power. That's what it's talking about, the daily kingdom that was healed, man. Okay, but again, going back to verse 15, it said he had power to give life to the image of the beast. The image of the beast supposed to speak. That's him setting up this infrastructure, the digital infrastructure. Because again, you go back to the fucking 80s and 90s, nigga, and everybody want to walk around with fucking debit credit cards, man. People still walking around with cash. People didn't have Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, where you can just put your phone down and swipe fish. People wasn't all walking around with smartphones. Man. You was rich and you had like Apple phone like that, man. Okay. Now this is a common thing. Even homeless people have smartphones, man. You really, again, the infrastructure set up. Basically, you really have you need one to be able to operate an Esau system, man. Like when we talk about him setting up the system. Remember, there used to be a time where you had to pay a lot to get like three gigabytes a day a month. Like you build a family plan, everybody gets 3 gigs, and then after 3 gigs, it stops and gets super slow. Now, like all the social friends, all the they're for everything. See, that's a perfect example of the gradualism and the infrastructure being set up. Mentioned about the homeless person who sells a smartphone. That's one of the last things to go. You're trying to like make some ends real quick. You're trying to sell some things. You ain't selling your fucking phone. And that's what you sell CD. You sell your damn car, your credit before you fuck after you doing that phone. That shit is just like I don't think that shit was central. To the function of society. So the next step is what? Like these devils like Paul Schwab and you all know the word you talk about. The next step is getting under the skin. Like we saw, like I said, the Jacob Piran dude, whatever nation he was, he literally could see the stitch, the little fucking stitch, whatever that he went in his head. He got it right in his head. He got the MOTB. He's done. All right. He literally got it in his head. That's the next step, man, to get under the skin. All right. That's the next step. And the next step ain't the iPhone 30. The next step is the MOTB 1. Okay. Getting under your skin. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, ain't gonna be no more you clocking to work, you got a work badge going up to the thing. No. Now it's gonna be you gonna put this, or they're gonna have one head level and then one like for you can scan your hand on, man. Oh, I forgot my badge. I forgot my badge. No, you ain't gonna forget nothing because it's gonna be in there. And it's what's gonna do is gonna make security safer. Because you can lose your badge, somebody can have access to your badge, and now they have access to this building. But if it's in your skin, so nobody can steal that from you. You see? Nobody can take that from you. They have to do a chop, fuck your hand off. See?
It's like your phone became like your wallet, so to speak. Like you don't even need your wallet anymore because all your information, all your important information is on that phone. That's why nobody want to give it up. Just to add on to your point, right?
Not to jump the gun, but that's grand folks, man.
Yep.
Well, 15 again.
16.
Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
It's talking about actual people. It's not talking about small nations, large nations. No. All right, bro. It's not an embargo either. Like, bro, it'll show you niggas is bugged out. If you actually look up the word embargo, it actually is when you can't buy or sell. Or so it's going to say you have to market. You need the market these to buy or sell. Remember, IOIC was teaching years ago that is the embargo. I think embargo means you can't buy or sell. When you put an embargo on a nation, like that, like gonna show like y'all are bugged out, man. Right? But again, it's talking about actual people. Go ahead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right? And we see that again. That's what it is. Whatever you start gonna call it. RFID chip, NFC chip, whether he calls it the ABCD chip, whatever name he puts it, he coins it. that implantable device that very soon you're gonna have to put inside your body, that is the MOTB that's spoken about in Revelation 13:16, man. There's no repentance after that. Okay?
Uh, wait, that word for forehead in the Greek is metapon. You know, meta related to that miracle that we talked about, transcending the normal. You know, miraculous things, and then pon being the actual forehead. So these scripts are literally jumping off the page, and we see dude with the Neuralink. He's got it in his mind, and like we said, we've seen different instances of gradualism with the Oculus, certain virtual reality, all the things that they do under the guise of convenience and safety and innovation, but it's ultimately fulfilling prophecy. Jake, and majority of the nations are going to take the sea hip, but the elect are not going to take it, man.
Metaverse. You get the word meta.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
the word meta
Yep.
in it.
There you go. Verse 17.
So finish things a little more.
No, I read it for you.
Okay, God.
Revelation 13 to 17. And I know
Bring back 16 again. That was the point I was going to make.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right? Exactly. And say again, whether it's in your forehead, your right hand, left hand, your toe, whatever it is, you're not supposed to take that. The Israelites are not supposed to. Either it don't matter what you do, you're fucked regardless. But you Israelites aren't supposed to take that, man. And the elect won't take it. Okay, how about Shah's gonna put the spirit on the elect to refuse, even up to death, or the Lord's gonna feed you X, Y, Z, so that way you don't have to bow down to the system. Okay, how about Shah's gonna show his power, his might, and helping his elect through this time to come. We're gonna be in the midst of this. All right. You're not going like that rapture bullshit. You're gonna be beamed up right as the tribulation's hitting. You get beamed up, so you don't have to deal with it. No. We're gonna be in the midst of it, but the Lord's gonna show His power in delivering us from it, man. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
So you ain't gonna be able to buy. You're gonna be cut off from the system. Like I said, ain't no more debit cards, credit cards, Cash App cards, platinum credit card. None of that, man. You ain't gonna pay with Apple Pay. None of that, man. Cash won't be legal tender. Right? This is a black card. Oh yeah, it's black card. Right? Yeah, it's, American blackout. But literally, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to pay with none of that, man. You're gonna have like there's talks about what they call it, new digital currency that for the American dollar. What's they calling it? Trump is talking about it, man. Fuck, man. What was it called, man? It's some type of like a digital currency that's going to be for the American dollar. That's what's going to happen. They get rid of the actual American dollar. They get rid of your regular bank account, shit like that. You're going to need to take a chip, right? Yeah, what's these? No. It's actually a term, man. It's actually a term for what is the term? Look up I can tell that. You can look up what did Trump say? What did Trump say the digital currency was named? Try that. And it was a term. I forgot what it was called. It escapes me. I'm mind right now. But he was talking about like in the future something they was gonna set up that was gonna be the digital equivalent of the US dollar. Okay, the US petrodollar. So again, but he's not telling you it's the fact they're gonna get rid of the actual physical dollars and get rid of they said that the regular bank card, the debit cards is only and that system's going to chip. Did something come up?
Yeah, there's what says CBDC.
Damn, bro, it's something specific, bro. But let's say a little woman. If I can look it up later, I'll find out, bring it out. But
I'll check GPT.
it's like, but it was something specific, man. Go ahead and keep reading, man. We'll get some presets like that. I'm trying to find that. Stablecoin, that's what it's called. Yeah, I found it. It's called stablecoin. Yeah, it's called stablecoin. The new one that's supposed to come out, man. Supposed to stabilize the market. Man, you got this inflation, all this messed up. Was they purposely downgrade the dollar? It's like they did it wrong. Okay, we go to that. It started. You know what's so funny? It started with Nero. Nero was the first one to what's the word? Implement like different metals and silver coins to destabilize it. It's not worth as much, man. And from there, every emperor after him just kept doing it more and more. So eventually, she be Roman married on her shit. All right. Somebody got precept. Go ahead. I got it.
It's First Maccabees 1 and 41. 41 say, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Again, you know, the king here, all right, speaking of Antiochus Epiphanes the fourth, right? And he had basically, you know, told all people that, you know, they can't, you know, keep their customs, they can't follow after no other law but the way that the Greeks had it going at that time. So Esau, Edom, you know, it's like, you know, he's doing the same thing over again, man. He's rehearsing the same wickedness, you know, trying to make everybody one rule. So this is the Revelation the 13th link up to, you know, the same shit that Esau been trying to do for many years, man. All right, but it's gradually is coming to America, man.
Yeah,
right?
yep. Multiple heathen try to do. Like I said, Nebuchadnezzar tried to do that. Okay, what's his name? Nimrod. Again, the original Babylon, not the Neo-Babylonian Empire, but the I said the one in Genesis. They tried to do that. Everybody be one people and saw themselves as God, right? But again, like Paul Noah Harari said in the World Economic Forum, he's like that the tyrants of old, they didn't have this type of power that we have now. They didn't have this type of ability. Because again, when everything was physical, it's hard to control everything, when everything on a physical, individual level. Like that's how the most High intended it. Every man really supposed to have a certain level of sovereignty. Right. Even in the kingdom, after the nation served their sentence, like every man supposed to have a certain level of sovereignty with his household, his land, his state. Okay, but additionally, they ain't no sovereignty. It's all in that one system, and he saw he can just go in and see everything. See, ain't no well in your private house. You got like a book or a finance book to keep track of your expenses and stuff. Like everything's in that digital system. See, and it's funny to do. You go to the Unabomber, yeah, nigga who's sitting on packages like wood box and shit blowing up, and it specifically targeted things with areas in places that would advance technology. If he would have moved out to the woods and would have helped run manifesto and all that, and his whole thing was that that was it. He said the more and more technology advances, it's going to become the go political. It's so funny. He was saying all that same shit, and that motherfucker he went to action. He was blowing shit up. I was like, yeah, that's true. That's how you look to do. That's how the system they're trying to establish is to take away that individual liberty you have. Because long as, according to the scriptures, as long as you keeping the law, statutes, commandments, you can the Lord isn't just so
Uptight.
yeah, right. He just this little ass small box keep you in things you can do. No, you can look at it, enjoy the creation with the earth, man. So if I get Psalms 2 and 1, you get your inspiration.
This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. The book of the Lord is the scriptures. Genesis 2, Revelation, including the Apocrypha. And the deeds that the scripture is referring to are the prophecies. And this one, the MOTB, is the last one that we're waiting on. The Lord has been correct with all the other prophecies, and the Lord is definitely going to be correct with this one. He's undefeated. It says, none shall want her make, for my mouth that have commanded, and his spirit that have gathered them. So none of these shall want her mate, meaning there's no type of doctrine or way of life that compares to the sound doctrine that comes from the scripture. Why? Because this is divine. This is the Holy Spirit at work. You know what I'm saying? And the fulfillment of prophecies is one of the many ways that these things are proven. Y'all got it. You got that Psalms 10 or you can grab it.
Psalms chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? That's how it appears right now. For the Lord is hiding himself, man. He's not just openly out here. That's why he's at least the Edomites. Well, the common Edomites so proud right now, but even the elites. That's why they feel like they can accomplish this, man. Okay, which the Lord's putting on their spirit to harden them. Okay, but that's why they even feel like they can accomplish this because they've had the Israelites in captivity for so long. Okay, the Lord hasn't done anything about it, so they feel like they can make their final moves, man. Okay, just like Pharaoh. All right, the Pharaoh was so proud because the Lord allowed him to have the Israelites in captivity for that long already, man. We was in captivity in Egypt for centuries, man. All right, we was free for 30 years. After that, we got put in slavery, man. So it was like that's why he said, man, who is Yahweh? That's to serve him. he like in man's reasoning, like, well, if there was a God, he was, and I was doing wrong, he would stop me by now. You see? So that's why what they think. That's why they think that what the Lord is purposely doing. He's purposely hiding himself, and he's going to reveal himself in this time to come. Right? Go ahead.
It says the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Right. That's what he saw he was doing, man. His pride, he's persecuting the poor. The poor represents what you Israelites, man. These so-called Negroes and Native Americans. He wants to put you in MOTB, this digital slavery forever, man. He wants it to be so you can't get saved, man. Because if you get that MOTB, the Lord ain't gonna save you. You're saying that, like Brother constantly Apostle always bring out, that's that digital that's that, oh, I love my master, I want to be with him forever. Right? Those scriptures, brother know what I'm talking about. Okay? Go ahead.
Says the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
Right, he said the wicked boast of his heart's desire. And this is his heart's desire, man. He boasting of it. That's why he's showing you for decades now, man. And even shit going back to the early 1900s. He constantly showing you his different media and stuff, what he envisions, man. Okay? 1984, okay? All these different, 2000, The Space Odyssey, the movie, okay? With HAL AI, okay? All these different movies, man. Okay, plenty of, it's so many different things I can say name. Okay, all these different things he boasting about, showing the NWO in New World, like that term has been in media going back decades. And New World Order, it'd be like a movie. Oh shit, Captain America. Which one? It was Winter Soldier. Yeah, Winter Soldier. Literally talking about Hydra's New World Order, talking about how they was manipulating this history and set things up, and people would certain leaders didn't want to cooperate, they assassinated them so that way they could get their plans pushed. They're telling you what the New World Order. They're open telling you what they're boasting of their heart's desire, man. Go ahead.
It's on the dollar bill too.
Yep, it was on the dollar bill, man. All right.
That's why everybody's heard that term before.
Yeah, everybody.
Even they don't know like the depths of it and the ins and outs. They know they've heard the word. They're constant and trying to get more power over people. That's what happens. The thing is always in the movies and TV shows we mention it. The overall premise is they're trying to gain more control and tighten that grip of control over the people. That's what it is. I said, fill that God complex. Go back to 2 Corinthians, 2nd chapter.
I got
Keep going there, first.
It says, verse 4, the wicked, the pride of his countenance, do not seek after God.
He wants to seek after the Most High. The devil says to hell with the Most High, man. He threw the Most High out a long time ago, man. He don't care about the Lord. All right, going back to the serpent, going back to Cain, going to Esau. That nigga sold his birthright. I said he despised his birthright, man. That nigga said to hell. What good is his birthright to me, man? Again, I love when you go into that account because when you listen to Esau, his false interpretation of the scriptures, you'll see, if you look at a picture of Jacob and Esau, you're going to see like, Isaac and Rebecca with a little ass tent. They got a little fire and they're poor and they're lowly farm. No, man, they was balling, bro. Abraham would say he was abundance in what? Cattle and silver and gold, man. He had servants, bro. He had whole trained servants. He has his own private army. That's why Abraham, he was conversing with different kings, bro. And he was respected. They knew not to mess with Abraham, bro. Why? Because he had a whole estate. He was like a mobile king because he was still nomadic at that time. He was still moving around. They said Lot and him had so much. They had his nephew Lot. They had to break up because they had so much shit. They had too many servants, too much cattle, too much gold, tents. It was when they set up. It was just like a whole field of grass, tents everywhere. You got the servants and their families, his family, and a lot going on, bro. So Jacob was rich.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you were Jake, but going back to Isaac and Rebecca, they was rich, bro. No, even look, when Abraham sent for a wife for his son Isaac, literally, what did they give Rebecca's family? When they gave her stone? Somebody look that up real quick. Let's get the actual count. Somebody get it.
At a point, because going back to Cain, which is the spirit of Esau, right? This nigga always rejected the word of the Most High. He hated the instructions of the Most High God, man. So, Esau, he's just been, engineered to be that perfect devil, man. Scripts about how he cast the words behind him, man. He never gave a damn about the truth, bro.
Yeah, it says seek he will not seek after God. It's funny, we was talking about this, like literally the only nation, the people to say, man, we don't need a higher power is literally Esau. The whole idea of the controversy between science versus spirituality and what they would call refer to as religion or whatever, or having a god. That's literally Esau. That's literally he's the one who's at the origins and the roots of that. Just believing that science, which is what man's knowledge is what what I'm saying. We could figure out how all these things got here. There was a big bang, and then we evolved from fucking monkeys and all that fucking folly. That's Esau's teaching, right? That's his philosophy.
This is get Genesis 24 and verse 22. And then I'm gonna tell you what you get after that. Let's get down.
It's Genesis chapter 24, verse 22. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of half a shekel weight and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weight of gold.
Right. See again. I'm not about obviously I'm not about reading this whole chapter, so I'm on the point right now. I'm emphasizing the point about Esau giving up his birthright, how wicked that really was. All right, because again, the way Esau was depicted, there is rich and lowly, and that was the only meal to eat. There was plenty of food, plenty of substance around, man. Okay, he was just impatient. Like he didn't give a fuck about the birthright. I said he didn't despise the birthright. So again, even when Abraham sent his servant to get Isaac a wife, okay, from his kinsman, that's why he sent him to. When they came, they not only give Rebecca a bunch of different gold and jewels, it gave it to her family. I got to find the next verse. Get verse 34 though, 34 and 35.
All right. Genesis 24. Verse 34, and he said, I am Abraham's servant, and the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he has become great, and he hath given him flocks and herds and silver and gold and men servants and maid servants and camels and asses.
See, Abraham was a whole king, bro. It wasn't just lowly Abraham, but Sarah and his wife, and no, he had his own private military, bro. All right. Abraham trained his whole house.
Yeah.
Right? He had his own private military. He had plenty of servants. He had a whole estate, but nomadic. He had a nomadic kingdom moving, bro. So get the same chapter. Get down. Go to verse 53. Genesis 24 and 53.
Genesis 24, 53. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment and gave them to Rebekah. He gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things.
Precious things, bro. You see? So again, they gave him all this. That's like the dowry they gave her for Isaac, right? So they gave purse and raiment and dresses and clothes, linen, fine linen, all that, right? Okay. And then gold, stone, silver, and then she took it to go be with Isaac, right? So it was like the dowry they paid. See? So again, that wealth that didn't disappear, it transferred to Jacob and Esau. They had it. Now did Jacob go and establish his own? And yeah. But that's part of the righteous passage. But they weren't dirt poor. They weren't just barely getting by. So when you go into the account when Esau saw his birthright, that's why it's so wicked. It's like, nigga, you had plenty of other servants and niggas out here. Somebody else, there was some food you could have got. And it was uncooked. It wasn't even done being cooked, man.
Wow.
And so I kind of like went off to the sidetrack, but like say I love to bring that out here once in a while because that was some wicked shit this nigga did, man. Okay, finish verse 4 again, and you got the 50 you got.
Back in Psalms 10 and 4, it said the wicked through the pride of his countenance and will not seek after God. God is not all his thoughts.
God is not all his thoughts, man. Go ahead.
It says his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
They're far above out of his sight, man. He's not gonna give a damn what the Most High says. Most High said, hey, you're not supposed to be a homosexual. And what they got they have another Mo parade over there in the land of Israel right now, or it's coming up 1 or 2. I saw some. I thought it's supposed to be like they're trying to do even bigger parade over there in the land of Israel right now, man. I thought those were people openly breaking the law. What's going on, man?
Okay. Right? And so they really hold the biggest pride over there in the land.
It's pride, man.
Yeah,
right. You know, pride, man. Like, bro, I get it. If you so-called this God-fearing man, then why the hell you going to give to right?
Again,
dedicated to some Lord and say that he hates.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like that, most of it.
Yeah, that most of
it. You got to read it. Most of it, part of what you're doing. really having a tired getting calling the opponent, crying, and
That's why I hate
having a crop, having the whole entire fucking parade celebrating shit, saying we're gonna do it bigger, better than ever before, bro. Man, it says back verse 5, it says uh, uh I'm sorry, I'll bring it back. It says, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at
He
them.
published that, man. He's proud and he's boastful, even to his own allies, man. All right, his own allies in the EU, NATO, he's proud as fuck towards them. His other Edomite nations like Russia, super proud, man. You got it. Go ahead, get your.
ISIS, this nigga.
Oh man, you got the next
Israelites.
verse.
No.
Hold on. Okay. It says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Man, NLT says we will be free of trouble forever, bro.
Bro, you can't tell me that's not the mind of so-called white man. I'm never gonna be in trouble forever, man. Like I said, but now the Lord got his prophets out here, and we're reading you the judgment, man. We's going in week in, week out, all the different crimes you commit. Like, bro, you are overly guilty, man. This is an iron flag case, man. All right, whatever the term is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, brother, always give the example, like, they be having these fucking Rico case and all this shit, and they got all this years of evidence on you. Like, bro, the Lord got evidence. Lord got thousands of years of evidence on you. Nigga going back to the garden with the serpent, man. You still ain't really paying attention. You still paying attention.
That's that one scripture in Job. You know, the bones, the sins are like you.
Yeah.
You know, they follow you generation to generation, creating a rap sheet. The fans got a 90% conviction rate because what the brother just said. How intently they watch you. So how much more the Heavenly Father is angry? And following the story generation after generation. Like that.
Yeah, they don't miss the.
They'll purposely allow you to keep getting doing crime, so that way they can have more evidence and you can do you a bigger sentence. That's what the Most High did for you. Ain't that ironic? That like the same shit he was trying to do to people, especially Jake. That's what the Most High is doing to you. He let Esau, from the serpent, the Cain to Esau, get away with all this shit, so that way he can just sentence you super harshly to the point that after you serve your sentence, you'll get exterminated, man. That's the same shit Esau do. Well, 7 consecutive life sentences plus 200 years. Well, that's what you gonna get, nigga. 1,000 years plus extermination. That's what you gonna get.
It's crazy because the indictment is out on your ass already. The Lord can,
And
there's this place already.
There's a warrant for your arrest, nigga.
Right.
There's a warrant for your arrest in the heavens, bro. All right.
They can lose the same thing. So they said you literally put you. Esau, he don't believe that fucking. You know what I'm saying? That this is just one incarnation. You're gonna come back. So he believes he's sentencing you to slavery. That's what prison is. Slavery, right? For the rest of your remaining life until you literally die. You cease to exist. Same shit, bro.
Wow. But this is Psalm chapter 7 and verse 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. So this is Esau Edom. All these plans of the NWO, which Lord is going to let you feel like you're about to make it, like it says in the book of Job. Right when you're about to fill your belly, y'all about to see me outside, is going to come down raining in your parade. You know what I'm saying? And one of the major things that is going to be part of your demise is that seahead. Because guess what? It comes with that grievous sore. It comes with cancer. That subdermal technology, all that shit going on, that's unnatural. Your body's gonna reject it, and we're gonna be rejoicing, man, because we told your motherfucking ass. The next verse, it says, Psalm 7-16, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. So this is the faith and patience of the saints, seeing our enemy go down and receive some of the things that he's done to us double. I mean, all the things he's done to us, not some. The Lord's wrath is going to be mixed with no. So, you know what I'm trying to say. Help me grab that. I don't want to butcher it. But the fury of Yahweh Bashim El Shah is going to come without any mixture, without any. Damn, I ain't trying to butcher. Grab it. Come on. Yeah. What the Lord is about to do is going to be an overkill. I always come. Yeah, water. Can you grab? If you got the precept, can you read the whole thing?
Somebody line up
Revelation
14. Job 20 and 20 and 18. After like I
Still want the Revelation 14.
Yeah,
This Revelation 14, I start at 9. Revelation 14 and 9 saying, the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture unto the cup of his indignation.
Right, so it's gonna be raw. And again, it says, if any man worships the beast and his image, the beast is NATO and EU. NATO is the military side, and EU represents the money, and his image is all the different philosophies associated with Rome being revitalized. From the Senate, how things are ran, to the goddamn moles parading throughout the fucking street. That's the image of the beast. All these different isms that Esau is pushing down the world's throat. And that MARK, that's the tiny technology. You know what I'm saying? You go into the different root words, the charagma, you know, that mark, which is a physical thing, a badge of servitude to the anti-Messiah. And it's not just one anti-Messiah. Anybody who is not a believer, Yahweh Bashim El Shah, you are in that antichrist spirit. It idolatrous, sculptured, graven image, you know, the Karax, the delivery system, which is that hypodermic needle that's going to place the C-hip under your skin, and then graphos, what we mentioned earlier, how it goes into record written information. So all these things are the chip, and the penalty is that wrath without mixture, the missiles, you know, and the things leading up to it. Jacob's trouble, the teeth of wild beasts, all these spirits created for vengeance. That's part of that Psalm 7, that Psalms 10. You got it, Joel 20. I got it.
Oh, yeah, right. This is Joel chapter 20, verse 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not.
And you know what? It's like we'll read this in the NLT. Start at verse 15. We're gonna read down.
Joel 20 and 15 in NLT. It says, they will vomit the wealth they swallow. God won't let them keep it down.
And you gonna vomit it all up, man. You ain't be able to keep it. All right. Like I said, it's ill-gotten gain, man. Like I said, like Elder Kwam, like a year ago, he was beautifully breaking down a lesson. Like, I mean, we going to the law the Most High, but even if he saw a system, like if you were a drug dealer and you make money off drugs and doing wicked things, everything you gain, whether possessions or money, it all gets confiscated. Because what? It's ill-gotten gain. Everything he saw them has is ill-gotten gains. Everything, all these cars, you see all this, well, you got these cars doing what? He makes them out of the elements on the earth, out of land that he stole. So guess what? That's all got to be confiscated, man. All the wealth, all the homes, everything he has, every single thing, it has to be confiscated, bro. Because it's all ill-gotten gains, man. Right? Go ahead.
No.
I wanted to add to the brother point. Beautiful. That's why they don't want to pay reparations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because that's ill-gotten 400 years of gain, man.
Yeah, same thing. You could term fruit from a poisonous tree. That's absolutely what it is, man.
Yeah, like Elder Kwam said, because he can't pay reparations. Nigga, he owes more than he has to pay.
Exactly.
You go into a law about stealing certain things, sometimes you have to restore it twice-fold, sometimes sevenfold. Nigga, you owe sevenfold of everything you stole, nigga. Not only that, but then you have to pay, for example, again, I said, going to Elder Kwam, because he was going to a law, he's breaking it down. And you steal a land, but you saw there's plenty of accounts of that. Now, the whole Western Hemisphere as a whole and the land of Israel, right? But let's just say hypothetically like one land, because you got plenty of instances where I think it was in California, like these devils, they stole like a beach from a black family, like massacred them and stole it. But literally, and they gave it back to the descendants like a couple years ago. Like you had this shit for 100 years, you've been profiting off for 100 years. So we go into the law. Not only do you have to restore the land that you stole, you have to restore all the profit that they could have made, that you made. You have to restore that sevenfold.
Damn.
So, like, bro, you understand? You saw, like, that he was getting past it. Like, you understand? People talk about reparations. Like, bro, you saw it spiritually bankrupt, bro. The man doesn't have enough to pay what he owes. This dude owes so much. That's why, that's why in the law, if you can't pay it back, what do you have to do? You have to be a slave, a servant, or the one you stole from. That's literally in the law. That's why Esau has to go into slavery. Right. So when these guys come up and try to say that we're wrong and saying Esau and they should go to slavery, that's literally in the law. There's no getting out of it. There's no so-called believing Messiah that's going to help a heathen get out of that. You have to pay back what you owe. You ain't going to be able to walk off in the sunset like we're reading. You ain't going to be able to, the Lord going to make it. He said, you ain't going to read that again, verse 15 again? We're going to keep going.
It says they will vomit the wealth they swallow.
Mm-hmm.
God won't let them keep it down.
He don't even let you keep it down. You ain't gonna be able to walk up. You ain't been a kingdom like, well, again, like even how these devils act, they're so proud. They act like there's a statute of limitation. That was so years ago. Well, they really act like it was a video. it was like a debate, and the Elamite was schooling this fucking devil Edomite. He was telling him, he was like, he's trying to say, well, the Elamite was an immigrant, and all this stuff. He's like, no, I'm an American citizen. And he was like, well, I don't know how you came to that conclusion. So the Elamite was like, well, I don't know how you came to the conclusion that you're an American citizen. Like, how you come to that conclusion? He said, well, my forefathers were settlers here centuries ago. Even that, they weren't settlers, they were invaders. What the fuck you talking about? But he said, well, what was happening in America before they came here? And then the devil was confounded. He had nothing to say, man. Everybody started clapping. Everybody was laughing at him, bro. He was completely confounded, bro. Whoa, he's like, there's settlers here. And 1492. What was happening before the 1500s? Right. What was happening before the 1500s, nigga? He's like, well, there's indigenous people here. Like, well, do you know what indigenous means? He's like, so that means you stole it from them, man. Right. But now this motherfucker has the audacity to try to say, I don't want other people coming to my country, a country that you stole. What are you talking about, man? Pride, bro. The devil was so proud. He acts like America is his. You will listen, bro. I don't give a fuck. Again, if I go to the suburbs and steal, Edomite's house, I don't care if it's 10 years from now. That's still a stolen house. It's not my house. But with him, it's okay. It's been a long time. 10 years, it's over. It's my house.
There's not a more wicked thing than the covetous.
Go ahead. So it says, they will suck the poison of cobras.
Mm-hmm.
The viper will kill them.
Mm-hmm.
They will never again enjoy streams of olive oil.
You ain't never going to enjoy is it literally olive oil? No, it's talking about prosperity, wealth, okay, opulence, abundance. You ain't never going to enjoy this ever again, man. All right? It's going to be, your house shot is coming to take it away from you. Like I said, you're going to serve your 1,000 years of slavery. You're going to pay back what you stole. And then you still really done so much and stole so much. You can't even, you're not even going to be allowed to live on our earth anymore. You're going to really exterminate you. Obadiah 1:18, man. Okay? Go ahead.
He said he got stood up for man to sell of him, so we put the devil. Did that too, so that's on your hands too, devil.
It says, or rivers of milk and honey.
Yeah, milk and honey. What the Lord said to us. We talked about deliver us out of Egypt. He brings us the land of milk and honey. Is it only milk and honey? No, it's talking about the abundance of good resources, good land, fertile land, good for growing crops, etc. Abundance of cattle, gold. Okay, living life on high. Right? Go ahead.
18, it says they will give back everything they worked for.
They go give back everything they worked for, everything you stole. Okay, right? Go ahead.
It says their wealth will bring them no joy.
The wealth will bring you no joy. It's all going to be stripped from you.
For they oppressed the poor and left them destitute.
You oppressed the poor and left them destitute. That's what you did to the Israelites, man. You stole all our shit, then so-called released us out of chains and act like you did us a fucking favor. We still stole everything we had, including our fucking heritage, man. You didn't restore anything onto us.
Still didn't get that back.
Yeah, real shit. Where's our 40? You couldn't give us our 40 acres to move. Yeah. You didn't give us shit. Literally, you stole everything from 70 AD. You stole the land of Israel. You stole the whole Western Hemisphere. So you stole the western coast of Africa from us. Like, bro, you stole everything. And then said, I'll let you on the chains. I'm doing you a favor. You didn't restore our land. You didn't give us cattle to start off. You didn't give us. You didn't do anything favor, man.
They were closed in their homes.
They were closed in their homes, right?
They were always greedy and never satisfied.
They were always greedy and never satisfied. It was during his dealings with the so-called Native Americans, tribes of Gad and Reuben, even all the indigenous tribes, Latin tribes, but this specifically as well documented history. Okay, the Indian Removal Act. There it is. He like, well, we'll put you in this reservation, and we're gonna steal this part of your land. Here it is. All this land is yours, but by holding you at gunpoint, I'm gonna force you into this land, and we're gonna take this land. And then, because they found out it was gold here, then they found out it was oil in the area that they gave you. Well, now we're gonna have to go back on this. Now you can't live here either. Now you gotta go back this way.
Yeah.
Until it goes further and further, until now there's no even place really in America where it's like dominated by like so-called Native Americans. Like Jake is here, and a lot of us Gadites, we look like Judites, so people can't really tell the difference. But it's like there's no like concentration. Like you really don't see them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You really don't see Gad and Reuben as Gad, like the reservation. You don't see them as them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, like, it's made you forget about them.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's just demon, man. Then you had the $5 Indian. If you don't know about that history, the $5 Indian, you had basically Esau, so-called, when call himself doing the righteous thing and giving land back to so-called Native Americans. But for $5, he was having Edomites pay him $5, and they could identify as Native Americans and get the land. That's the history of the $5 Indian, bro. It's fucking double, man. Well,
It says nothing remains of all the things they dreamed about.
yeah, man, that's what's gonna remain in everything you dreamed about, from the New World Order to the common peon Edomite, man. Okay, being able to go back to his golden age. No, you have the golden age. It's over with, man. It's only gonna get worse for
There
you.
you go.
It's only gonna get worse for you, man. It ain't gonna get no better. You ain't going back to the time where shit was, gas was X amount of cents, candy was X amount of cents, the economy gets good. That shit over with, man. All right. Oh, your politicians actually give a fuck about you, and they stop sending your children off to war. Hey, that's never coming back, man. You at contrary, you're at the very end of your kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You're at the very end of it. It literally can, but this shit can go up and smoke within, bro. It don't take much, bro.
Yeah.
We saw, like I said, we saw that in 2020 with the lockdown. Boom, it's like that. The whole world shut down.
Right? It says nothing is left after they finish gorging themselves.
Yep.
Therefore, their prosperity will not endure.
And prosperity will not endure, man. This was a short time. Stay and find out.
It says, in the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble.
See, in the midst of plenty, they start running into trouble. Esau's in that plenty right now. Like I said, especially when you go back, I said a couple decades ago, but even his elite saying that he in the midst of plenty by Southern NWO, I said that they're screwing over the common Edomite, man. That's why they're complaining so much. I just had these devils over there in the UK area. The elders over there was talking about it. They complaining about, like, now it's something about white man. He's the most people have the most racism against him.
Yeah.
He's complaining because his common my prince is over with, man. You don't have that no more. Like I said, you come up to Jake and try to say nigga this, nigga that, nigga Jake gonna beat the fuck out of you, man. You don't got no more immunity and protection. That's basically what happened. You had an Edomite over in the UK. He was harassing some Edomite, calling him all bunch of racist remarks. And you know, like you saw a dude.
Yeah.
And the fucking Edomite said, fuck it. He pulled out a knife and stabbed him to death. Right? Stabbed that nigga. And guess what? The cops came and arrested the Edomite that was bleeding out, dying. So now the Edomite's over there crying out. Literally, I kid you not, they're over there crying out, I can't breathe. That's what dude was saying. Because, when his blood is going into it and he's dying, he can't breathe. I'm like, bro, wait a minute. You was laughing when it was Jake was saying that.
Right.
That's why we said nobody feel bad for you. But that's what Esau's trying to say. Nobody feels bad for us. The cops, the Edomite bitch talking about, I don't trust the police anymore. The cops, they're not for a term. They're anti-white people. I'm like, bro, we've been going through that, man. You see, but again, that's beautiful. Again, that's the law at Deuteronomy 30:7. The curse is coming upon you. Go ahead, get it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7.
Mhm.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies,
Yep.
and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
See, they hate us and they persecute us, man, without a cause. Unjust. They ain't do anything to them, man. Okay? So now it's on to you. Now you crying about the police. Now you crying about everybody hating you. And the funny part with you, it's actually justified why everybody hates you, man. People don't hate you for what you look like. People hate you for your actual actions of what you did. Like I said, even when an Edomite gets slain, it's not a Trayvon Martin situation where you was walking down the street minding your business. You openly antagonizing people. It's like Chuck the Builder faggot. All right, this motherfucker literally recording himself, going up, saying a bunch of racist shit, antagonizing people all day long for over a year. Okay, then when finally you get hands put on you, you're a victim.
Yeah.
Dude, you literally been harassed. People really try to antagonize Jake to come fight him. Like, bro, you finally get what you asking for. All of a sudden, now you a victim now. That's his Edomite, man. He's a coward, bro. That so-called white man and Elder Kai Kwame is less than yesterday. I was watching. He was doing that too. It's no different than America, but specifically over there, because he's in the UK, you know about the history. Them devils, that's what they used to do. They used to go around, there's hordes of them, and then you just go bully and beat up like Jake, whether it's like man, woman, or child. So basically what happened was, the Irish, they're Israelites too, they look like Edomites, right? Goes that history, but a lot of them are. But literally, what happened was the Southern Kingdom, especially the Benjamites over in the UK, and the Irish, they joined together and started running. Everywhere they went, they would walk around in packs, so that way the Esau couldn't jump and shit. So they started fighting them back, so the Esau killed the fuck out. That's what he's Shalom. Esau, he only gets bold. He's a mighty man of valor when the odds are overwhelmingly in his favor. But even when it's not, so Esau if it's 10-2, Esau will feel big about himself. But even if it's 6-10, Esau don't want that smoke. He don't want that smoke with like men. But if it's 10-6, even if it's 10-5, so the odds are two for every two there's one. Yeah, he don't want that problem. But if it's 10-1, now all of a sudden he's a big bad white man. Now all of a sudden, man. All right. Go ahead, keep reading that song, that joke. Wait, what verse we at?
22.
Yeah, keep going.
It says, in the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome with misery.
They overcome by misery, man. That's what's gonna come upon you doubles, man. I say no, and nobody's gonna say in Isaiah 14. It tells you about that, man. No man, he's persecuted. No man hindereth, man.
Right there, right there.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll get that. We're gonna get that chapter in a second, man. Literally, bro. Nobody gonna feel bad for you, man. Nobody's gonna be like, stop. Like now, you got that picture of you got that picture of Eve. It was some Edomite with the Confederate flag and shit going in and Jake Daniel with it and taking something ass and it's a picture that bro, she just like that gonna be dead. Nobody is gonna be nobody left on earth that's gonna be sympathetic towards the Edomite man, bro. It's gonna be over with for you, over with for you, man. That's why scripture even says it says your widow shall not weep, and you already see that now. So-called white men don't feel bad for this nigga. She turning sides, man. She fuck just like a woman does. She jumping ship. Here it is. She didn't enjoy all the wealth and prosperity this nigga they've been able to have. She's one of the biggest ones on the internet talking shit about him. Talking about everything's so-called white man's fault. I found out the problem. The problem is so-called white man. Right? Go ahead.
It says, may God give them a belly full of trouble, right? May God rain down his anger upon them.
May God rain his anger down upon him. That's what the Most High is going to do. In the midst of this NWO, he's trying to set it up. Lord's going to rain public wrath upon this devil, man. All right, you ain't gonna be able to get said. This NWO, this is a vain hope, man. It's literally written in the Bible for you to lose. Like I said again, that's why we don't trip. Bro, it's literally written for us to lose. This ain't something that's outside of the Most High's equation that he's trying to set up. Bro, it's literally already written for you to lose. You're doing everything. You're literally doing everything the Most High wants you to do, nigga. All right. Well, they that juicy video, they said we fucking got him. He's like he's like right where we want. Like you really doing exactly what the Most High wants you to do, man. You ain't going outside of the will, and I'm going around here like circumventing what the Most High's plans were. No, nigga, you doing exactly what the Lord wants you to do.
Like it's a big fight, like the Romans doing the Coliseum. They could be winning this shit, and they're set out a snare, fucking lion come hit you in the back. That's how the Lord got you Edomites, man. This shit is rigged like the casino, man. You know, you can't win, nigga.
And they know that because of Project Looking Glass.
Yeah, in my head, I was about to bring that up. In my head.
Let's go.
Project Looking Glass. Look at that double did an interview and say you can find on Project Camelot. They say like it got to a point where at a certain point in history, it didn't matter what they did, it always would be the same result. And ironically, it was the same. He said it was around the same time, around 2012. Remember, you had the Mayan prediction in the world 2012. But literally around in Project Looking Glass around 2012 was when no matter what decision they made, the result was always the same. All right, it was always the same. So that's what it is. Again, it's always going to say what the awakening. Okay, the awakening of the 12 tribes of Israel, the awakening to the common people, to the wicked. To the wickedness of the elites, and then what? Yahweh Shah's gonna come back, man. And there's nothing you're gonna be able to do to say to sidestep prophecy, to get out the way. Like, bro, no, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna go down exactly how the world is. Like,
Dodge that.
yeah, dodge that. Like, bro, no.
It says, when they tried to escape an iron weapon, a bronze tipped arrow pierced them.
Right, and he talks about that when we go into KJV, the same verse. Okay, that one's a little bit better than KJV. Let's talk about the thermonuclear weapons, man. You ain't really to escape that, man. Okay, Esau, beloved America, they destroyed in World War III. Ain't nothing he could really do about it. Ain't no missile defense system that's gonna save you. This place gonna be 100% wiped out, man. Clean. That's not good again. Lord, we're two major cleansing agents, man. Fire and water. All right, and earth water. Fire and water, nigga. Lord cleansed the earth with water before, now you can do with fire. Because even like with forest fires and shit, there's like a natural forest fires and the shit is real dry. And that actually, when you look into it, actually helps clean the environment. You would think it's bad, but like when the forest fires would be naturally raising, not the ones Esau do, but the actual natural ones, bro, literally it's actually good for the environment. The fire gets rid of different pollutants and shit in the sky and everything like that.
Not the one that's burning the whole fucking city.
Yeah, exactly.
When that laser on fire.
Yeah, that fucking Malibu shit, that fucking laser, you saw the laser beam coming down from the sky and everything's melted and shit. No, but the actual national forest fire, the Most High really has in his algorithm to help clean things up, man. Okay? So again, that's what the Lord gonna do with Babylon. Cause Babylon can be burning a long fucking time. How about you talk about forever and ever? But it's gonna be bro, like literally, you have what was you talking about this? What was you talking about? I think it was a video I was watching this week. There's so many videos, but it's somewhere in different places on Earth where there's like fire that's been burning for like 20 years and shit. Like for a long period of time. It may be inside the Earth, maybe underwater.
Yeah.
Okay, it's burning a long time. Like bro, Babylon's gonna be burning for a long fucking time, bro. It's gonna be years. We don't know exactly how long. It's gonna be, bro. It can be, bro. Bro, it can be years, bro. That Babylon's gonna be burning, man. Years. You think all that thermonuclear fire, all these different elements, all these different things to set up fire to people, bro. This ain't gonna be a thing where it go out by the end of the week, right? Bro, it's gonna be burning, bro.
Gas stations,
Yeah.
liquor stores
Man,
everywhere.
bro. Yeah, the whole land, man. Well, and they tell you it's gonna be something. There's gonna be so much fire burning that all these different natural waterways, like Great Lakes, like everything, gonna burn up. They're gonna be evaporated. How hot it's gonna be, man, and how long it's gonna be burning. It's gonna be really evaporate. It goes to smoke, man. That's why I say the whole earth is gonna see the smoke of her burning, man. Mhm. Is any more in there?
Yeah, it says the arrow is pulled from their back, and the arrowhead glistens with blood.
Yeah, the guy's talking about what the thermonuclear missile. That's what it's describing, man. The arrow, you got bow and arrow, you strap arrow, let shoot. That's how it's gonna be. It's in the middle of the different. Cause they got them in submarines. They got them in ground silos. They got them on mobile launchers. They got nuclear weapons all over the place, man. Hey, Russia now. I forgot what it's called again. They got a nuclear weapon that hits the water. And literally, it causes a radioactive tsunami thing. Go into the Revelation, talk about the waters are made bitter, contaminated. It literally goes on land and renders the land uninhabitable. Damn. Like, bro, that shit is crazy, like, bro. Like, so again, there's Babylon, so it'll never be dwelt in it, man. It's gonna be all type of radioactive. Like, that's what it'd be like, a radioactive poisoning. You know, radiation. You can't dwell here for centuries. Like, that's how it's gonna be. You know, dwell here.
It says the terrors of death are upon them.
Water. Terror of death are upon you, man. All right.
It says the treasures were thrown into deepest darkness, a wildfire will devour the goods, consuming all they have left.
Y'all better get on. Y'all get sure I keep that.
Back brother up on Job 20. This is Job 5 and 12. It's one of my favorites. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Device goes into a wicked plot, scheme, invention, right here. And the crafty is Esau Edom. So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You go to the etymology of that word enterprise, it's like an undertaking, a big, huge idea. It's like not a normal scheme. This is almost like the movies we talk about, like World War Z, the World of War, stuff like that, where Esau like try to thwart the whole entire planning all about Shimei Shah. And like at the last second, this fucking scientist can put in a code and stop the whole nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Or this one nerdy ass nigga that fuck around found the alien's weakness. Ain't no such thing, no goddamn alien. These are the vehicles of salvation. And ultimately, another facet of how about Shimei Shah's army. So you're gonna think it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna win or you're gonna upset prophecy. But like we've been going into, you're not. And we are witnessing you spiral. America circling the drain, and Esau is literally losing his shit. His women turning on him. He finally feel what it be like to be a nigga, man. It's Job 5 and 13. He taken the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So he's been bringing that out all day with that Psalm 7. He's falling into that same pit he's dug for us. The same way wicked Haman intended for our necks to be hung on the gallows, him and his family was killed on those same gallows. And the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Forward is synonymous with profane, wicked, all in that same realm. Again, this is how we know the scriptures talking about Esau. And headlong means in a rush, in a reckless manner. He sees, but he has a short time. So what he's going to do? He's going to come down with the draconian wrath. He's going to come down like a fucking wild man that he really is. Expose himself to really be the devil. Because right now he's playing it subtly cool, but it's like it's only so cool he can be. And your fingertips is literally got the little bit of the kingdom that you got left. And then on top of that, all these prophecies come to pass, and the same prophecies try to demonize. Everybody started to pay attention to them even more. Because there's nothing you can do against the truth, man.
Yeah, this Revelation 18 and 6. And it reads, reward her, even as she rewarded you. And the hers talked about Babylon the Great. All right, you Edomites, man, who run this world. All right, for the Job 9:24. It says, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she have filled to her double. Yeah, all the rape, robbing, the murdering, the lies that you spew on mass majority of the whole world. This is why the Lord set this judgment upon this place. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, going back to the Isaiah, what was that, Psalm 10 that you was reading? How, he had more than heart's desire. This man, he didn't even think about none of the shit that he was doing while he had all this money. He could have helped out Jake. He could have did a lot of stuff, but, he had a perpetual hatred towards us. So this is, why the Lord got to get rid of this devil, man. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I said a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, man. And there you go, man. And the Lord, Yahweh Shah said he came to set the earth on fire, man. Matter of fact, I grabbed it real quick, I told you. This is Luke 12:49. It said, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled, man? The Lord, man, he's basically mocking Babylon the Great. It's already kindled, it's already predestinated that this place gonna be done away with by fire. All right, what the Lord gonna do? You think he's gonna stop and pour water on the fire? No, man. This is for you wicked ass people out here, man. To get judged by the lake of fire, man.
Got it. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Adding to your point, you mean you just said that the Lord just said have to restore that balance. Literally, I say it's necessary, bro. It's a necessary thing for the Lord to get that balance because that would scripture tell you that a false abomination is an abomination for the Lord. Literally, for Esau to have been able to rule for all this time and that's all these methods of torment and torture and all this plotting against Jake and all this evil, heinous shit he's been doing to our people. Right, touching the apple of the Lord's eye, forwarding our affliction, doing all these things, like very quote, perpetual hatred. For him to do all that, and then now that this reign is up, now he gets to join the kingdom with everybody. Oh, right. He gets to be on the chariot, and he gets to be in the temple and do all this shit. Like, no, man. Like, no, where? It's funny, too. I always notice on this, whenever you watch any fucking movie, where you got the protagonist and the antagonist, whenever you see a fucking, the bad guy, right, the antagonist doing a bunch of fucked up shit to people, right? Doing like evil shit, and then the protesters come and starts killing all the bad guys, all the antagonists. No one's ever like, whoa. Let's make amends. Let's forget. Let's make they be people rejoicing in that shit, bro. They be like, let's go. Let's like get them, kill them all. It's fucking I was watching John Wick, and, bro. You don't have no that nigga doing all that because they killed the damn dog. He going in there slaughtering people. And for 4 movies going around slot, and they don't hear nobody. Well, nobody who watch that shit gonna be like, oh man, that's a little too far. That's overkill. It's a little too much. Like, yeah, that's right. Get them, kill them all, bro. But the minute Jay started talking about getting getting that justice, right, that proper justice for all the crimes we've done against us, that was a problem. That's wrong. Good.
Because they're all guilty. That's why. Hey, the reason why the criminal doesn't want the victim to get justice, man. They're all fucking guilty. All the human nature, man. Esau is the most guilty. That's why we kill him the most because he's our arch nemesis. But all the heathen are guilty, man. They're all guilty of the enslavement of the Israelites, man. That's why they don't want justice to come.
Which is why they try to make that separation between. Oh, that's the government. Yeah, that's the elite. That's not us. Yeah, we are here with y'all. That's what they say. That's a distraction to keep us all fighting against each other. So they keep on with themselves. No, you fucking dumb. Y'all all Edomites, man.
But Jeremiah 30:16 say, all thy adversaries shall go into captivity. Yeah. All you Edomites, man, from your mom to the little baby, you're going into captivity, man.
That's how my people.
Oh, hey, what's that scripture? It says, legislative.
Zechariah 11. Did Isaiah 14 ever come out? No. Maybe like around 15. So I probably start like 14. Oh no,
higher floor.
Zechariah 11:4, and then the poison 5.
Yeah, right. No.
Zechariah 11:4 it says, "Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty." So exactly, these devils have been committing atrocities against us, every nation on the side for years. And even just recently, with the Civil War, the Jim Crow, all the way up until now, where we still not really directly being redlined, but it's certain people live in certain communities for a reason. But they like, oh no, everybody's got an equal opportunity. It's America. Your friendly white buddy, like, let's go to work together. We eat lunch together. Like, no, nigga, you hate us. And if you would get the rope and lynch us right goddamn now. And you like, no, that was my forefather. Slavery was just god awful. Like, no, nigga, that was you.
Exactly.
That was your bitch ass, man.
Exactly. It's really deal with regeneration, man. Everybody's been here before. There's no the YOLO bullshit Esau taught people that's not true. Everybody was here before, man. Right?
Yeah, it's three. Man, the Lord required which is past.
Yeah, outside himself told you that. He told you that John the Baptist was Elijah the prophet. That's regeneration, man. Okay? Otherwise known in this modern time as reincarnation. You're back in the flesh, man. Right? It's the same spirit. You may look different, you may have a different voice, but you're the same spirit coming back. Okay?
You can receive it or not.
Yeah. It's okay. You're gonna receive it in the kingdom. You're gonna know in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no discussion or argument about it when your house shot gets here. Everybody's gonna know the truth. All truths will be made standard in the earth, man. There's like lies are standard right now. People really think the earth is 13.8 billion years old. People think that there's an asteroid that came and wiped the dinosaurs, all this crap, man. They were like, bro, no, ain't none of that. Okay?
The white man's God.
Yeah, they were the white man's God. All these lies, man, that are like established as like foundational truths of this world and the world to come. When Yahweh Shai gets here, that real truths of the scripture is going to be established, man. But Yahweh when Yahweh Shai look like who his people are, who the devil is, man, who the heathen are, who y'all really are. Y'all gonna like the Elamites, they gonna know you Elamites. Ain't gonna be I'm East Indian, I'm Iranian, all this shit, man. I'm Japanese and all this crap. Ain't gonna be no more black Latino Native Americans. No, you gonna know you the Israelites. Okay?
You ever follow that?
Yeah.
They were
Isaiah 14:1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel."
You're gonna choose again. You're gonna choose Israel again. He's doing that right now. That's why I say that's why ain't no heathens in these camps, man. They ain't part of this thing. They ain't part of the uprising of Yasharal, man. This is your world. Enjoy the last little bit of it.
It says to set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Who's these strangers? Tell you Obadiah what? In the day that Jacob became a stranger. Real strangers, man. We were strangers. Yeah, it's going to talk about strangers to the Commonwealth of Israel, man. We lost our heritage. That's in the scriptures, man. Okay? And now we're getting it back. Ain't talking about the actual heathen. Because again, the next verse it talks about putting the actual heathen in captivity. So you trying to tonight, remember a while ago I was talking about, so you're trying to tell me that the actual heathen are going to join with us and they're going to put the other heathens in captivity too? And then that's not according to prophecy, because according to prophecy, the heathen will have, after the final captivity, Lamentations 4:21-22, the heathen will get paid back for what they did. Obadiah 1, verse 15-18. The heathen, after Israel serves our last captivity, the heathen will finally be paid back for everything they did. So how can you be paid back for everything you did if you get delivered with us? Right. Delivered from what? Nigga, you the oppressor. What are you talking about? Delivered from yourself? Like, bro.
It says, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids."
Right, AI pictures that Jake was making, man. He just made a picture. It was raw. It's Jake sitting right there in the kingdom. All this prayer on. He got like 4 Moabite servants behind him, man. That's gonna be me. Right?
Yeah, and they shall take them captives, and whose captives they were.
It's take them captives who captives they were. So if you were the one doing the oppressing and capturing, how can you take a you know take it like what? That doesn't make any sense, man.
You're the oppressor, and now you're taking. And now you're taking You're all into captivity.
Exactly.
No, 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 no,
So, so you just get to win on both sides.
Right,
Huh?
right.
You get the best of that world and this world. It don't work that way, man.
Yeah.
Okay, it don't work. Let's go tell you in Luke 16, the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. There's a great gulf fix between us, man. All right. So it tells you read LT. It says so they on that side cannot pass over here, and us on here can't pass over there. And in Esau's world, you was on top and we was on the bottom. And our world, we're gonna be on top and you gonna be on the bottom. There's no confusion about it.
And they think that any nation can be destroyed and any nation can be saved. So that means you would have fucking some Edomites coming and enslaving Jakes who are wicked.
Yeah.
So that's just
That doesn't make any sense, bro. And again, Esau doesn't believe that bullshit. Because if you really believe that we was all God's children and we all was equal and everybody's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, you wouldn't have enslaved the Israelites.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have put us in captivity in the fucking first place.
Right.
Not only that, literally, when you go back to some old pictures and videos, like it's in black and white. There's a video I talked about the elder Kanak in San Francisco brought it out. Well, literally some years back. Bro, there's a video of Jake trying to peaceful protest these Edomites. He was like, why like it was Edomites at church, right? These are good Christian, God-fearing Edomites. He like, why don't you want to pray with me? Pray with me. And Edomite told him, he said, because I don't believe God hears your prayers. That's how they really think. But the ironic part is God don't hear your prayers. Nigga. You're a heathen. He don't give a fuck about. He literally said that the prayer of the wicked is abomination.
Yep.
He don't give a fuck about. He ain't hearing you. All right.
Though he sought it carefully with tears.
That's right.
Yeah, I believe that one devil who went and shut up that church in South Carolina, I think the roof was named.
Yeah.
I think he believes in the same shit. And it's so funny because here you have it, Jake accepting them.
Yeah.
All these fucking Jakes bring them in. He was like, yeah, they treated me good, treated me well, and they brought me in. Now I know I'm about to fucking slaughter all of you, bro. Yeah.
Let's say again. That's how Esau really thinks, man.
Yeah.
Not this modern day covert bullshit where he tries to act like he's for you, man. No, man. Esau at the job always want to fucking talk, man. We want to talk about this. What we doing this weekend? All this shit, bro. Don't fucking talk to me, man.
Right.
That energy, the energy I be giving at work, even with fucking niggas in the world, women, I'm like, I don't fucking really all, man.
That's why I love that movie, Birth of a Nation. With Nat Turner, he got to slaying the Edomites. He thought he was going, pretty much, do the work, the bit in the Esau and lie to the people. No, the Lord put a spirit on that man. He understood, like, okay, well, it wasn't the right time for him to do it at that time. He tried to, jump rank, try to get, some shit established. But my point I'm making, that nigga got to slaughter and Edomites, man. Them Edomites hated that movie. They did not like to see that shit, man. And guess what? That shit is going to come to life, man. It's going to come right in y'all fucking face soon, man. We're going to slaughter you Edomites, man.
Hey. Says, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
They rule over their oppressors, not with them, not buddy, hand in hand, we all the world bullshit. No, over our oppressors, man. Right? Keep going.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, rest, because Jay ain't no rest for you Israelites here. Ain't not Jay trying to do any and everything to try to find rest. There ain't no rest here, man. Okay, so that's when we get true rest from the hard bondage where now is made to serve, man. All right, that's like I said, ruling over our oppressor. That's true therapy right there, man. Getting true justice, because revenge that's true justice, man. When somebody unjustly afflicts you, okay, you can finally get to have revenge upon them. That's true justice, man.
It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler.
Right, in a mocking tone. I said, how is Babylon ceased? We're doing that now. Like I said, laugh at your economy, laughing at your gas prices, laughing at your government don't give a fuck about you, man. It's funny to us. You had that incident where that Edomite Marine went in there and Congress tried to say his piece, and they fucking broke his hand or his wrist, bringing him out of the courtroom. That's funny to me, man. Now you get to see what it's like to be under somebody that don't give two shits about you. It's your own people. Your own people are fucking you over, man. Now all these Edomites on social media complaining about the Jew this, Jew that. Hey, just get over it, man. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Stop being a victim. Work hard. You don't work hard enough. You're lazy. The reason why you're not on a high enough level as some Jewish people because you're lazy.
Yeah.
See how it's no fun. A rabbit got the gun. Right. You see when how the tides turn. All right. That's what he used to say. These devils like
Sore loser, man.
demons like Myron, right? They when they
Yeah, yeah.
push that Edomite supremacy rhetoric, but then but then when it's Esau suffering, he don't have that same energy now.
Right.
Now it's like, man, yeah, because the bro is just so unfair to the white man. Oh, no. Police over by the bootstraps. Stop having a victim mentality, man. Right? And the reason why you're not on a level like the so-called Jewish man is because you're lazy. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't work hard enough for something. That's why. It's not. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's really doing wicked shit to fuck you over. It's because you're being lazy.
Lord, y'all children, man. The children are oppressed, man. You got a fucking kid mindset. You got to be told what to do, and that's what we gonna do. We gonna tell you Edomites how to fucking do shit, and the kid got the shit, but what's about to touch the path, man?
Says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke.
Continual stroke, man. Never stopping. It's man. Bringing the freaking birds on day more, right? So it
Says he that rules the nations in anger.
rules the nations in anger. That's what he saw. He's just a hateful, evil demon, man. All right, the devil, the wicked, man. It's extremely hateful, man. Esau just hate life. Not only because he's the most inferior man on earth. That's why he hates life, man. Every time he sees an Israelite man, he's reminded of his inferiority. He's reminded about the deep down in his spirit. He's reminded about the birthright, man. And he gave away. Okay, that we're gonna get all the different things that we're gonna inherit, and he won't. So that's why he just always angry. You see, he gets mad. Motherfucker want to destroy everything. He want to destroy the oceans, the seas, the air. Yeah, exactly. If I can't have it, nobody can.
Says is persecuted and none hindereth.
It's persecuted and none hindereth, man. That's that, man. See, that's gonna be so beautiful, man. Because right now people feel bad for this damn devil, bro. People try to fucking cop a plea for Esau. In the kingdom, ain't gonna be no pleas being cop for Esau. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to be like, man, well, why you beating the shit out of Esau like that, man? Everybody gonna be like, man, hit him some more. Yeah. Yeah, because everybody gonna see the righteous rulership of the Israelite man, and they gonna know, like, man, yeah. Esau, he was the real problem. He had looking at the Israelite man crazy, but really it was his fucking, he's the problem.
So the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet.
Mhm.
They break forth with the sleep.
The whole earth is gonna be at rest and quiet once the so-called white man goes down. All right, once he goes down, it's gonna be beautiful. Ain't gonna be no more fucking pollution. And like, bro, look at all this green. Like, bro, look at this shit. The lack of trees here is ridiculous, bro. But when you go to a nice suburban rich neighborhood, you got trees all over the place, man. I always say it, bro. Go on Zillow.com. You don't gotta go to California or something. Go to your local area. Be a local, like look at the most 6 local cities and change the filter from $600,000 and up for the houses, man. And look how Esau living. You can go to the map and everything and get an aerial view and look at all the trees. I'm like, bro, I was looking at that neighborhood in Twinsburg. I was like, bro, the amount of fucking trees is crazy, bro. But area with Jake, like it show you everywhere he would. It's where it's concrete, it's no trees, it's a bunch of, he put all the industrial plants there with constant smoke and pollutants coming out 24/7, right? It's a damn double, man.
Says yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellers come up against them.
See, so even the trees gonna rejoice. Once again, it's manifold. It's talking about actual men, okay, and actual trees and life, plant life. All right, but again, everything gonna rejoice once Esau goes down, man. He's just killing everything. This dude, like I said, this dude sprays all these chemicals on the crops, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, we always talk about this nigga got, like, you gotta have the whole sterilization process where they taping up the hazmat suits and that's what they go in there. Got an oxygen tank on, and he's just spraying the food you gotta eat, strawberries, everything with chemicals, bro. It's so deadly you can't even inhale this shit, but it's supposed to be good for you to eat. Damn demon, bro.
Says
Your household's out of order. Esau there and fuck the little minds up, man, from the beginning, the serpent, bro. Teach them all this bullshit, give them Instagram, give them all this crap. Oh, God is this, God is that. All this bullshit, man. Yeah, these bitches are so stupid, bro. All these bitches, they think that they're entitled. I don't give a fuck. The average bitch, whether she's pretty, gorgeous, ugly, whatever, they feel entitled. Look at social media, they all feel entitled to something. rich 6'6" dude that's super handsome, and he's only going to do him. And his job, but then they try to weaponize words in the scriptures like provide, right? Like man providing for his household, and they try to weaponize that to say, oh, well, if you ain't take this bitch on a vacation every other week, then you're not providing. But again, who gave him this mindset? Esau. Esau gave him this mindset. Yeah, this shit wasn't going down in the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire had they women in order, man. Esau being so weak and he's been so wicked that he purposely does this shit. Man, bro.
Everything is under captivity under this, man.
Exactly.
And the animals, bro.
Everything, yeah, he got a zoo.
Man.
He got a zoo. Here it is. You got this mighty fucking lion that's supposed to be the king of the savannah and shit.
Right.
And he got this nigga doped up on drugs in this small enclosure, man.
Right. You got the killer whale, one of the apex predators in the ocean, with his fucking fins all hanging to the side, man. But guess what? The Lord putting a spirit on them animals, man, because he started to use them animals to kill you fucking Edomites, man.
They been doing that. Yeah, you had that SeaWorld. You had that giant, like I said, killer whale orca, whatever the fucking name is. Earlier, you get, you know how abundant the ocean is, how much you can swim to the ocean.
Right.
He got you in this little fucking, it's little pool for everybody to get taste. That's tricks and shit, man.
Right.
This is a demon, man.
Verse 9, it says, hell from beneath was moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, and stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Right, it's talking about what? The major heathen leaders of the past being back in the reincarnation now for justice government, man. Okay? I said, like Iranian leaders, like Xerxes, like Cambyses, man. Okay? Like Nebuchadnezzar being back for the Syrians, like Darius for the Persians as well. Like Balak for the Moabites, man. Right? All the major players are back. Yeah, the different pharaohs are back. Right?
It says, even all the chief ones of the earth, they have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation.
Yeah, the kings of the nation, like we just broke down, right? They're back against the justice double. Right, go ahead.
And they shall all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
That's what they're saying, man. Become weak as we. Hey, Iran putting belt to ass to America, man. All right? They didn't even need fucking Russia and China to actually put boots on the ground or even send a single ship to help them. They doing it themselves.
We should say I'm strong.
Yeah, let the weak say I'm strong, man. He don't got the same level of military pool that he used to. Go ahead.
It says thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
The pomp, what's that pomp, that pride, that arrogance, man? It been brought down to the grave. It's really gonna be brought down, like I said, in time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because even when all hell's breaking loose, society's collapsing, he's only gonna be good. He's gonna be the most terrified. That's why I say Jews should be a terror on each other, man. These devils and suffering in urban neighborhoods, people their houses on lock, rob doors, terrified. They see a bunch of YNs come to the neighborhood looking for some food. They gonna kill the man. They gonna rape your wife. All that, man. Eat your goods. You got stocked up.
Says, and
That's good food.
like the noise of thy bowels, the worm is spread under thee, the worms covered.
They're going to the decay of his empire, not just physically, moral too, especially. Right? Madness of this place, man. This place is bugged out. Even look down the street, that confusion, pride. They got a transgender. And see Esau's witchcraft. He wants to put the black and the brown in there too. He wants to throw Jake in there. So whenever you see that, you can equate Jake's suffering with that bullshit. That's manipulation. That's witchcraft right there, bro. And we don't give a fuck about that, man. Hey, fuck Black Lives Matter. They're gonna show you how much of a demon Esau is. I was thinking about this, like in the game Call of Duty. We have something called a clan tag, and basically 4 letters you can flip like your clan. And these doubles, they hate Jake so much, you give them a video game and put FBLM on that motherfucker. Right. I agree, fuck Lives Matter, nigga, because we ain't black, we Israelites.
Right, and that's a sign of part of that Psalms the 50th chapter where he cast the words behind you. You know what I'm saying? That's a token of the rainbow sign that the Lord wasn't gonna flood the earth anymore.
Yep.
Esau, he took it and made it different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
He made it represent the homosexual activity, man. Fucking weird, like say a man dressed up like shoot himself with chemicals and try to be a woman. Bugged out, man.
This how you know this is shitty captivity. we was kids and like even shows like the Jets, we thought the future was just a flying car. We got Teslas that look like a fucking middle schooler to it. We got motherfuckers identifying as the opposite gender. And pushing that shit is true. If you don't say that I'm a woman, even though I'm 6'5", you can clearly see that I'm a grown ass man. I'm a bigot or I'm homophobic. And phobia means to fear something. So Babylon thrives on fucking confusion, man.
They're scared. You're scared of transgenders. You're scared of. Oh my god! Oh, what? Uh, says, how art thou fall from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the mornings? How art thou cut down to the ground, with Jewish declination?
Yeah, we saying, man, how that cut down, man? All right, Lucifer was mocking you, man. The so-called light bearer. That's why they call themselves the Illuminati, the illuminated ones, man. You cut down, man. You brought low. You will find out you was never shit anyway, man. The Lord rise your ass up, man. Isaiah 4 and 17, you see, raise up the basis of men, bro. That's what you're gonna be well acquainted with back then, man. Even today, the Dower family. Okay, it was which one? The Rockefellers and Rothschilds, the one they the one who fucking coined it. That's what they used to be before they changed their name, man. Bowers, man. It goes to being a servant, being low. That was their name, the Bowers, man. And they changed it into even spiritual. In fact, they sent themselves up, they changed themselves to Rothschild, which translates to Red Shield. Which means what? What's Red Edom? Literally the shield of Edom. Like, bro, even that, the fact that your name is the shield of Edom, bro. That's spiritual.
Scripture says Jeremiah hours the hammer broken, man. You know, you constantly hammered amongst the nations and makes mainly Jake, man. You know. So now the Lord is turning everything upside right, and you getting exposed for all the shit you have been doing, man. Getting away with. You know what I'm saying? Now the light is shining on you, and you don't want to be in the light. You want to try to stay in the dark, man.
Bugs scattered.
Like the roaches.
Yeah, roaches.
Turn the light on, the roaches scatter every goddamn where.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will do these like three stars from on top of the Israelites, man. He's exalting himself over the Israelites, bro. Right? That's what he's doing. Telling the whole world that the Israelite man ain't shit, but he's somebody, man. Lying. Saying that, like I said, we said earlier, saying that the Most High, the Father, the Son, the angels, his people look like him. Lies, man. His whole empire is really rooted upon lies, man. That's how you saw him get his glory about lying about fucking everything, man. How about you tell the truth, man? You the devil. All right? You ain't shit. The Most High hates you. We're the Israelites. We're the sons of God. We're the prince of the power, man. See, that don't bring Esau no glory, man. Esau, that's why it's going to tell you what the song did the right and life, man. Right? Says, I will sit also upon about the congregation and side to the Lord. Same thing. And in North America, he's sitting on top of the Israelites boasting himself, right? So I will sit above the heights of the clouds. I would be like the Most High. And you ain't never been nowhere close to the Most High, man. You're not even close to the Israelite man right now. Fuck. That's why your woman's still on Jake dick right now. And you got everything. And your bitch, man, your woman still don't want to be with you. You've been owning the whole earth for centuries, nigga. She still despises you. You ain't nowhere close to fucking. You ain't nowhere close to the Most High, man.
Right.
What the fuck you talking about, bro? I said, man, nigga, you can't even handle our rear right now. What are you talking about? You ain't no God. You the lowest man of all time that the Lord is really simply raised up, so that way he could destroy you, man. All right? It's like building a sloppy sandcastle. You just throw together real quick so you can kick it down. You ain't extract. You ain't nothing special, man. What the fuck does Esau do that's special? Nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, motherfucker, girl.
Right, this man don't even have no pigmentation, man. This man is rejected of the fucking sun, the elements.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to know, man. You Edomites is a fucking man. Job 35, man.
Bunch of weirdos, man. Cuckolds and fucking weirdos, man.
The only smart thing that goddamn devil did was the main thing he got to pay for, and that's addressing yourself or making yourself to be the heavenly Father, or copy yourself as the angels, or change the face of the sun. these things is blasphemous at the top, right? Because ain't no other nation did that. Didn't no other nation take our book and said that that God belonged to them,
Right.
right? Moab got Buddha. Everybody else worship everything else, all right? But so-called white men took our heritage like themselves.
Yeah, that was the biggest snare that devil set. This devil set himself up. And literally, so many people have fallen for that strong.
That's why they're in Christianity right now. Because this nigga was the one who came through the earth, right? Same in Christianity. And if you don't bow down to our God, you up out of here, right? And that's why the image of the Son have been washed down, man, through the way of the Edomite, man. And the Lord's about to come back and get that fear.
Right. That's like somebody, stealing your identity and portraying himself as you, and really this nigga doing all of the wicked shit, all of the wrong shit, with your character, like, and now you looked at it like, see this nigga, look like hell no.
He had all the women in check. Now this nigga played you for 2 days. You come back to your personality. Now, like, all the women disrespect you.
Yeah, right.
And he's doing that. He's doing that right now.
Yeah.
That's why everybody they keep everybody saying no fuck Israel this fuck.
Yeah.
Even that, like people they're like making fun of them small heads. Like, yeah, so and so was promising them 3,000 years ago. We ain't you have promises to them. All right, like I said, it's not the wickedness like they've been doing, man. Like I said, all this confusion will be cleared up at the return of Yahweh.
Says, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, and sides of the pit. You be brought low, man. You really gonna be in pits, bro. You gonna bring you in pits. You're gonna be in. God are gonna dig a hole in the earth with worms and spiders, all type of shit. That's where you gonna sleep at, nigga. I'm gonna have it rain, be nice and muddy and comfortable. Motherfuckers gonna stink. Y'all be gonna fight with each other. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Dig your own grave. Yeah, dig your own grave. Really, that's me some of the punishment gonna do you. Dig your own grave, nigga. Then get this motherfucker. I'm have nothing to eat, might bury you while you fucking alive. You're gonna suffocate to death. Yeah. Man, you get ready to say that's why you brought down to hell, man. Get ready for hell, bro.
Yep.
You're gonna suffer, man.
Right.
A hot day like this, the same shit. You saw what do when it's like that the hot box where your sun beaming right down upon you, you're stuck in one spot. That's what you gonna be, nigga. I'm put you there for fucking 6 days. And I'm gonna keep us treating your body that whole time.
And you won't have no damn sunscreen either, nigga.
Look, no, it's gonna be red as fuck in the kingdom, man. That nigga gonna be red as hell. Except to say your women as taskmasters over. You gotta report. It's like right now, the nigga woman everywhere. She had jobs, she was a supervisor, she fucking at the grocery store. You gonna have to report your clothes to her and everything, nigga. She be lying on you. She be watching you that he ain't work hard enough today.
Right.
Your woman gonna be subbing a taskmaster. Yeah. The curse of Deuteronomy gonna be upon you.
Says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kings?
Yeah, narrowly, man. When you look at narrowly, look at somebody when you squint your eyes, look at them with contempt, with anger, man. That's how you're gonna be looked at. That's how you deserve to be looked at, man, for your actions on the earth, man. All the hell that Israelite men have been having to had to deal with unjustly. Everybody looking at us looking unjustly. You actually deserve it.
Says,
is this the man? Everybody about this.
Right. Is this your guy?
They're like, surely the Most High said this devil up. How the fuck is this? They say you saw the kingdom of your house, this devil winning, man. How is it? You look at that all the time. I be at a job. I be at the job, man. I'm like, man, we 3 of my dudes just. I'm talking about dude he got no confidence. He like doing and I told you about this. He got to do like a safety check. And he got to ask you, like, do you know about where your exit is, your eyewash station and shit? He's asking me, niggas shaking all nervous. I'm like, man, I could beat 3 of you niggas at the same time, bro. I'm like, but how the fuck did this nigga get set up for power, bro? That's going to show you the most sides did that. Again, like I said, he set up over the base of men. Like, yo, bro, I said, bro, one Israelite man can run through 5 of y'all. Like, how the fuck you want to how you in charge? Bro, he saw no confidence. I remember one job I was in, is Edomite, he was supposed to be he had something young. They know somebody. Oh man, like he supposed to be like the manager and shit. But like he needs the second in command, the older Edomite do the talk for him. He's just so he don't got no problem. I'm like, bro, all right, but y'all, he saw you, man, you ain't nobody, man. I said, you ain't nothing special, bro. You don't got no charisma, nothing, bro. You just all only thing Esau has, you got that false fake bravado, man.
Yep.
But again, like I said, based upon what? Based upon lies. Lies you established centuries ago.
No slavery.
Absolutely none. Nigga dress like, hey, look, go dress like shit. Inside the, hey, for the movie with the Green Hornet, dress like shit. Just like disco Santa Claus. Like, bro, this nigga can't, like, bro, this nigga got all that money in the world looking like a fucking bum, bro.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Jake got $2 in his pocket, look clean as hell.
Says verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof.
Made the world as a wilderness, man, destroying every goddamn thing, man. Deforestation. Literally wanna take out, man, you see all the time now. You see takes out a whole area of trees and he builds the same exact house right fucking next to each other, bro. Right next to each other. And the houses are cheap as hell, man. I'm talking about, bro, you could break these doors by accident. And there's no reinforcement of doors. I know guys do before. Had to be locked out and get put your shoulder to the door. I'm like, I'm broke this shit. Like, bro, you think this shit so easy, bro? Houses, like I said, you could fall over the steps and put your hand through the fucking wall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What?
I have no doors.
Weirdos, man.
No son.
And trying to add your brother. I'll add your brother. They're doing that right now today with the goddamn Dallas.
Yeah. Right, that's right. In Patton data center, they taking up all the resources in the local area, man. And anybody's complaining about that. That's good for your ass, man. Like I say again, hey, we've been having Esau's industrial shit pollute our neighborhoods. Good for you, man.
Right. I got something real quick.
Yeah.
This Micah 2:2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his inheritance, man. And that's what you did to us, man. You took our holy land, all right. You took our names, all right, and proclaimed that you are the Israelites, that the Most High is dealing with you, Edomites, man. And this is the biggest lie of the whole earth, man.
Sure.
All right, and now we out here, all right, as it says in 2 Thessalonians, then should that wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Who is the mouth of the Lord? The prophets, man. This is why the Lord had to raise us up, man, to come out here and expose you devils, man, for all the lies, all right, you spew.
All of that. It says, verse 17, it says, that made the world as a wilderness, destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. After they serve their sentence, they'll get their lands back, and they're not gonna just be under subject to the vengeance part will be over with. All right, us getting revenge upon them. Like even that, like when Jacob talking about like how again we're gonna set up the kingdom that first 1,000 years. It's also for the revenge, man, for us to get our revenge on these nations what they did to us. So after the revenge is done, we ain't gonna just mercilessly beat the shit out of these niggas for so-called no reason. It's for a reason, but they ain't gonna be at threat. He's walking down the street and get fucked up no more. See, it's only gonna be punished when they actually break the law. See, but Esau, you ain't gonna be punished. I'm gonna let you read. It's gonna say that.
It says, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
That's found a branch, right? Go ahead.
And as the raiment of those that are slain.
Go on.
Thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial.
There's a point. You're not gonna be joined with the nations in burial, man. All right. Okay. You ain't gonna be able to be with it. Just like that, they said the same thing with us when they say that they suffered out of our bodies and graves. So if you paraphrase in Revelation, they didn't want to tell us what was going on, and we had no comfort, all of that. Well, guess what? You ain't gonna be buried with them because guess what? You're gonna be exterminated, nigga. All right. It's gonna be you're gonna be cremated, nigga. All right? Ain't gonna be nothing to put in the casket. You're gonna be cremated.
It says, because thou hast destroyed thy land, slain thy people, the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned, man. So Esau, he has a very heavy desire to be remembered in a good light. He wants to make all these statues of Mount Rushmore by himself, to be seen as the mighty man on the earth. Bro, your remembrance is gonna be folly, bro. It's gonna be just a tale of what not to be like, man. Don't be like the Edomite. He got a Lord exterminated him. The Lord and the Israelites exterminated him, man. He thought he could come up against the sons of God and get away with it. He thought he could replace them all time. All right?
And NLT, it says the descendants of such an evil person will never again receive honor.
They'll never again receive honor. That's cold, man. If such an evil person shall never again receive honor, man. Esau, Edom, a so-called white man, not worthy of no honor, man. You're a double, man.
They receive honor. They said like they've been receiving honor. I said they still been. I said, oh, it's an evil person, and they still are to the day, but they receive honor. They receive honor in the past, and to a certain degree, they're still receiving it now. But it said it was read, it'll never happen again. Go ahead, that one.
They would never make America great again.
Right.
They the end of the book, them niggas trying to rewind and play it back again. No.
They make America great again. Never make the white man great again. No. None. Says
it's okay to be white.
Right. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not okay to be Edomite. No, it's not.
Says prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Says rise.
We don't want to build no cities of concrete, nigga. Building these fucking this ridiculously tall skyscrapers for no fucking reason. Ridiculous, bro. Building a city, like I said, these cities, it's madness, bro. So they got everybody, man, bro, all these apartment buildings, everybody on top of each other, bro. It's madness. This never coming back. Never coming back. He was doing the same shit in Roman Empire, man. It's apartment buildings and shit. Bro, ain't even none of that, man. People just living on top of each other, paying ridiculous amounts of shit. Take it over, man. What are you talking about, bro? Everybody got land inheritances that's a lot of stuff, bro. This dude is demon, man. He ain't gonna be in charge no more, man. Never again will any heathen man ever call any shots. You can do what the fuck the Son of God tell you, or else.
Says so I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remnant, the son and nephew, saith the Lord.
You know what?
No, because we talk about the statue and see how they got this museum, the statue of Esau.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't gonna see none of that shit no more.
They said the moving stories of Boston Museum and Detroit. Like I say, ain't gonna be no museum of Esau being told in a good light, man. No, it was a devil, man. For what you are. That's the people part I keep emphasizing. We're not gonna have to tell no lies about you. Like I tell you in Revelation 20, it says Esau he would be able to release to deceive the nations. We ain't gonna have to deceive the nations. We're gonna tell the truth.
Truth's enough.
Yeah, the truth's enough for you. It's funny, and the truth. Why you have to make up all the money and the stuff? Like, bro, bro, your truth is enough to shame you, man. You're like, bro, you Esau and Edom. That's enough. That's enough. We don't gotta make up no other name for you, nigga. You being an Edomite is enough shame, man. You're the enemy of the Most High. You're the devil. You're the wicked, man.
Says I will also make it a possession for the bitter land and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the
Eastern destruction.
Eastern destruction.
Right, we're gonna sweep. It's like a broom. Like I thought the ball. Let's go into that, man. Like a broom. Like you sweeping and get all the dust. We're gonna sweep this place up, man. All right, gonna sweep Babylon the Great from off the fucking earth, man. Off a map, maps in the kingdom of earth, it's gonna be a desert, man. Right? One thing does, like I said, well, more than likely, the continent is gonna be tectonic plates be broken up, man. It's like it was from the first death. The whole earth got broken up. And all them thermonuclear missiles here in North America, yeah, I can damn near guarantee that shit gonna be broken up to pieces, man. But all the little pieces, they're gonna be a desert, man. Ain't gonna be nothing here. And I ain't gonna grow here. Like I said, and the land's gonna be radioactive. Like, bro.
So the Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, upon my mountains, tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders.
You see, we ain't gonna be subject to a lot of times. Lord, he refers to Pharaoh, the Syrian, etc., as past heathen tyrants that was over us. Okay, for modern ones, man. And none of Esau, none of these heathen ever gonna be over us again. Right? We can have 100% sovereignty, like saying righteousness will be set up, man. These are opposing precepts. We about to wrap up in like 2 minutes. Maybe somebody owes something.
Yeah.
But
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So I was thinking about the example the brother you called brought out earlier about a city sandcastle, you know, built up just enough so I can knock the fuck back down. And how about you myself made us a worthy adversary? I was holding on to Ezekiel 28. This devil really does think that he is God. This devil really thinks that he is on a level. Like you said, we don't get free promo. This devil is just a whipping stick, a tool being used by the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side to punish us. And again, like the priest that brought out to magnify his mic, I'm going to jump down. Romans 9:22. What if the Heavenly Father, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction? So he dealt with this devil. He raised up the base of men, him being the most base. All these precepts kept coming out or quoted. This same devil that was eating juniper roots was grunting. Mug, You feel me? Fucking caveman. This is the same devil that was raised up to be your senators, your presidents, the Lord used to revitalize Rome. But again, it's all for his plan. It's all to show, like, okay, these niggas had it for now, but look, this is my name. This is how I got the name, the King of Terror. Allah shot you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got it.
This Job 20 and verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, he's gonna be like shit in the toilet and flesh and never seen again. That's how Esau remembrance is gonna be. It's not, you're not gonna remember you Edomites for nothing you have done, man. You know?
yeah, because like I say, you've done nothing good. You've done nothing but destroy. Right? And every time you rule for the Greeks and the Romans to Babylon the Great, you always rule wickedly. All you Edomites was always against each other. I said them Caesars sliming each other out. He's spending wickedness. This man gets adultery, madness, bro. You rule completely wickedly, man. You the worst ruler ever. Okay, and that's what's gonna be documented about you. Right? You ain't gonna be like Brother Ray said. He said that such evil people will never be honored anymore. All right? That's it. This is gonna be the kingdom of heaven is coming, man. Say house shot's coming. Okay, we don't got that much longer. Like I said, we see the MOTV being set up, and we gotta get out of here, man. So let's keep pushing. And with that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Double honor to Apostle Great Millstone. Shalom to Hopeful Lick and Kwame Yasharel.
From Rasharella.
Papa Ball.
Bob, I put somebody was
Got to. This bitch got to go.